Ladies and gentlemen, the World Cup is finally over, and oh my god, what a World Cup. Portugal, frauds.
Absolute frauds. Absolute frauds. I'm putting Portugal straight into fraud. I'm sorry.
Straight into fraud. Honestly, man. Ronaldo, he's jobless. He was meant to carry to get a job, and he's failed. He's going to be unemployed this whole year.
Oh, no.
Man, unbelievable.
He could stay in Qatar because that's probably where he's going to play for next season. We have our 5 categories. We have the we have the class, the good, the mid, and the fraud. If you know the fraud, you know the fraud. So Portugal, where are we actually gonna put them? I think mid.
Yeah, I think mid as well. I think
they have to go mid.
They're not fraudulent. Like that game against Morocco, stats-wise, Portugal should have won, but Morocco played really good football and they did so many upsets. We'll get into them later.
Yeah, boy.
I think mid. Yeah. They could have done a lot better.
They had the 6-1 versus Switzerland, which was the best performance by any team. I think it's mid just because it was the whole thing, Ronaldo versus Messi in the final, and they bottled it. So next we have Australia.
What are you doing, mate?
You know what?
I'm gonna go class.
I'm gonna go. I agree. Class, because they.
I think they're going into class. Bro, them getting out of groups is so unexpected. Yeah. Who was it in their group?
In the group was France, Australia, Tunisia, Denmark.
Oh yeah, Denmark. Denmark bottled it.
I put Australia last to finish, so I 100% class. That was an
and honestly, like they put up a fight against Argentina, even though they got outclassed. They put up a fight. I think class is deserved, and they have like what was it like the second worst squad in the tournament?
By ranking, it was actually second because I think Qatar was higher. Somehow. Since we talked about Qatar, just put them in fraud already.
Oh, you want to go Qatar?
Yeah, let's just put them in fraud. Put them in fraud. Just put them in fraud. Like, honestly.
Yeah, they're going fraud. Honestly.
That is fraudulent. Not first team in World Cup history to host the World Cup and not win a single game. So fraud straight away.
That's mad. Brazil.
Mid or even fraudulent, bro.
The thing is, it was their World Cup. It was their World Cup to win. They had to win this. Everyone was talking for them to be the favorites, and they just bottled it against Croatia. 100%. Even though they played way better than them.
You know what? Okay, you're right. Mid. We'll put them mid. Like, they were expected to win, so that's not, it can't be good. Like, because they even versus Croatia, Croatia's a good team, but they were expected to win versus Croatia. Maybe fraudulent was a bit harsh, but mid, 100% mid.
Costa Rica. Oof.
They beat Japan. They beat Japan just after Japan beat Germany. You know what? Like, they finished
I don't know. I think it's
high mid.
The thing is, like on the last day of that group, they could have finished second. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think for 3 minutes, Japan and Costa Rica would have been through, which is mental.
I think mid.
I think high mid.
I expect it.
That group is insane. I did not expect them to go out that group. For the last game to even be considered to possibly make it through, that's an achievement.
Croatia, I think class.
Bro, they did not deserve to go where they did. Like, I'm sorry,
but they didn't. But they did though. And with the worst team that they had last World Cup.
I agree. You know what? Put them in good. No higher than good though.
I know. I think they're class, bro. What do you mean? They came third. They came third.
I agree that they came third and good.
But they beat Brazil. They beat the favorites.
I know, but I agree. But
they have to go class. No, they have to go class. No, they came third. They came third with not the third best team at all at the tournament.
No, I
can't
agree.
Say how they played.
Agree,
it's how far they got. Morocco played shit for most of the games, and we're gonna put them like upper echelon as well.
No, but Morocco didn't play shit. Like that, you have to.
Yes, they did. They didn't win one game on expected goals.
Listen, I agree, but
they didn't win one game.
You're not taking into account the teams Morocco faced compared to Croatia. Croatia only faced the.
But Croatia beat Brazil, the favorites.
Yes, but Croatia only beat Brazil. Look, listen to
Brazil, the favorites of the tournament.
Brazil beat Korea and then lost to Croatia. But then listen who fucking Brazil had in their group: Swiss, Cameroon, and Serbia. Listen to who fucking Morocco had in their group: Croatia.
Why are we talking about Brazil?
Belgium. Why am I talking about Brazil? I don't know. But listen, wait. Fucking Morocco topped the group with Croatia, Belgium, and Canada.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they both deserve to be in class. Or Morocco even deserves to be in C. I think Croatia has to be class. I think Croatia has to be class. They came third. They came third.
Okay,
Ernie, they came third with teams Netherlands, Brazil, Portugal, England. They came above all these teams.
Yes, but Morocco topped the group with Croatia in it. Morocco fucking knocked Spain out, Portugal out.
What place did Morocco come?
And then Croatia also beat Morocco in that thing. I agree.
Exactly. That's their class. I'm sorry, their class.
He has the power.
Ecuador.
Top max.
Ecuador.
Good.
Yeah. I agree. Valencia showed some good things. Ghana. Bro, Kudus was a star for them in this tournament.
They came last. They came dead last, but they beat Uruguay in the last game. That Uruguay didn't make it because Ghana beat them in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, I think just for that.
Another crazy. Like, did we expect them to go out the groups? Probably not. So I put them good. Yeah, within this all part with Ecuador, you know, they're like kind of.
Yeah, they showed some decent signs as well.
France. I think good. Like, I know they made the final, but they did not play well any time.
I didn't think. Yeah, I agree. They did not play.
That's
They deserved to lose against England. They won 2 out of their 5 games on expected goals, which is shit for a team like France. They have. I think England have the best squad in this World Cup.
Put Brazil first, but England definitely top.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. No, Brazil. I think. Yeah. France have the 3rd best squad, and but bro, they did have the 3rd best squad.
Yeah, but bro, listen. Like, actually, look at the way it is. The only team that I think they actually kind of like not deserve to win, but comfortably went by was Poland. We'll get to Poland. I think Poland were one of the worst teams in this World Cup. Like, shit to watch.
I agree.
Awful.
I agree.
And even then, they beat them 3-1, but even then, they didn't play this amazing football. It's just because Poland aren't great. Then with England...
And Mbappe scored two good goals.
Yeah, exactly. England should have won. Kane threw with that penalty. Then Morocco, again, beat them 2-0, but Morocco played better. Morocco had more chances. Morocco were more creative, and France just have class.
I think France is good. I think Morocco could have beaten them if things went their way. I think Morocco could have beaten them.
Exactly. So good.
I'm putting France
they still made the final. Yeah, they still made the final and everything. Morocco above Croatia. I think
top of class.
Maybe Sui, bro, because that what they did. Sui.
I think we put them in Sui.
You know, I'll put them in Sui. Then
just because of the whole story, bro. The first team, the first African team in the semi-finals, like so many breakout stars. I think they have to go in Sui. And probably a team that maybe even deserves to go into the final.
I think so. Like from expectations, they have to be in Sui.
Poland.
Fraud. We talked about this already. I'm sorry, but like they did go out the groups, but they played the worst football in the World Cup by far.
I agree.
I put them above Qatar.
Got out though.
Yeah, they got out, but they were ass, man. They were ass. Okay, or bottom mid, but like honestly,
the thing is, I think the bottom mid. Poland's not really a nation that should go out of the groups, and they did. And
true.
I think bottom mid. We can't put them in fraud. They still went out. I think Japan is class.
Japan class. I mean, got Germany out. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe top of good.
They beat Spain. They beat Germany.
They drew to Croatia and lost on penalties, which is annoying.
I think bottom of class. And the fans.
Yeah. Okay. You know, put them in Sui, bro. Sui. Class. I agree.
Maybe above Australia. Belgium. Fraud,
bro. You can't have that squad.
The biggest nation to absolutely fail. But I feel like they didn't have confidence in themselves.
But I don't remember De Bruyne released a thing saying
De Bruyne came out with that statement.
It's too late. Like how in the World Cup, not even like after the World Cup. How do you say that when you're still in the tournament and be like, oh, it's over for us already. We lost our chance.
Bottom of fraud, Cameroon. I think
they didn't make it out the groups.
They didn't make it out.
Mid above Portugal.
Above Poland.
Above Brazil. Above Portugal. Yeah. I think there. Because I think they showed some class moments. I don't think they were predicted to go out the groups anyway. So
Canada, I think fraud.
Yeah, I mean they did score the first World Cup goal.
Bottom of mid.
No, fraud. Like, I know it was the first time in the World Cup in ages, and they scored their first ever goal in the World Cup, but they still didn't win a game.
Yeah.
0 points, -5 goal difference. They don't have a great team, but they had a good enough team to get maybe a point or 3.
Yeah, they have Davies.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they should have at least. But the thing is, they nearly won against Belgium.
Yeah,
like it was really close. The games were really close, but
they got unlucky, but it's fraudulent.
Denmark. I think Denmark have to go in fraud.
They lost to France. They didn't make it out the groups, right? No, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't make it out the groups. They were last. Shit, I forgot.
They lost to Australia.
Fraud. I forgot about this. I completely
very fraudulent this World Cup, bro. They have such a good team. Yeah, a lot of people were chatting about them, like doing good. And they just bottled it.
They played well in the Euros as well. I was expecting them to go out of that group to the knockout stages, and they went they got knocked out in the group. That's crazy.
England, I think mid. With them, I think they played decent. They played good football, but with their team, they can't just be going out against France when they played like 10 times better than France. They have to get that result.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why they
it's
bottled
so-
it. That's
so
like the
true.
whole English thing, bottling it.
Yeah, and I saw
I
a
think-
stat. They always play really easy teams, and then as soon as a big team comes along, they lose.
As soon as there's a big test, they lose. That happened last World Cup against Croatia as well. I think they go above Brazil, under Portugal,
Above Brazil, under Portugal, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Germany.
The Germans.
Out of the groups has to be fraudulent. I mean, it was a difficult group, but
Thing is, you know, in the group stages, they created the most amount of
they
expected
played
goals
well.
out of any
They're
team.
unlucky to go out, but they're still
I
going
think
out
top
with
of fraudulent.
sure. Top
I
of
think they got kind of unlucky to go out.
Yeah,
They
sure.
missed so
But-
many
but, like,
chances.
with-
I
with-
remember
yeah, but
watching
that's
one of
like-
the games and they had so many chances.
Yeah, Musiala on fire as well, but yeah, no. You
And
come on.
Musiala was one of the breakout stars of the tournament.
Yeah, but you've got to fucking make it out the groups, man. With the team,
I
you
think
have.
fraud.
Fraud, yeah. Iran.
Iran. Taremi got some goals. Into the USA game, they lost
England,
against
US,
they did-
Wales. I think bottom mid or maybe even fraud.
I think bottom mid. They're not expected. Like you don't
Yeah,
expect them
I wouldn't
to.
have expected them to go out, and they did some good stuff. I mean, they got bumped 6-2 by England.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, bottom mid.
Mexico, they went out in the
out.
groups. They didn't make it out of the groups.
No, they got knocked out on goal difference.
My God.
They got
Bro,
knocked
if
out.
we
on goal
put Poland in mid, I think they go under Poland. Bro, they have a better team than Poland and they didn't make it through.
difference. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah.
Netherlands, okay, this one is, I think they did good. The 2-2 was lucky, but like they still made it difficult for Argentina, the eventual World Cup winners. They lost to the eventual World Cup winners.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
the games, like
they
they didn't play
played
amazing, but they got the results.
Well. No, I don't think they played awful though. Like I was expecting worse.
I think good. Saudi Arabia, I think good.
I think good.
Like
I
for
mean,
them,
that Argentina-
expectations for them, just because the Argentina win.
Yeah.
Like they played much better against Poland. I think they were supposed to win against Poland.
Yeah, and honestly, they were on par with Mexico on the game.
They got the biggest win, and then they kind of bottled it. But
Yeah,
like performance-wise,
Yeah, I guess you can say that Saudi Arabia is better than Argentina. So I put them between Netherlands and Ecuador.
yeah, I agree. Right, Senegal. Imagine if Senegal had Mane for that game against England. Bro, like the first 20 minutes against England,
They dominated.
Senegal should have been winning. I think they had a good tournament.
Yeah,
like-
good as well. I think good. Like
A
somewhere.
good tournament. Mendy disappointed this tournament. He was below par. I think bottom of good.
I put it behind Saudi.
Behind Saudi here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Serbia. This is a team who had the best, in my opinion, the best games, alongside Argentina, the best games in the tournament. They had the 3-3 versus Cameroon, Brazil game, which was pretty good, and the Switzerland game, which was also very good because of the whole rivalry. I don't think they played that bad. I think they go in mid, maybe at the top of mid.
Yeah,
like
I would say
the thing
bottom
is,
good.
I think they have a better team than Switzerland, and
I agree.
Switzerland got the result against them. I think they go in mid.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
like,
they got
had
knocked out.
entertaining games.
They have like a good team: Mitrovic, Milinkovic,
Yeah.
Savic.
Yeah,
They're top of mid though.
Top of mid. I agree with that. I can agree with that.
So South Korea, where do we think South Korea? I think they had a good tournament, but then they just got smashed after by Brazil.
Yeah, I think. And honestly, like it could have been a different story.
Son needed to play better.
Yeah.
There's so many games. I remember watching it with Amant. We were watching it, and he was just like outside the box. He wasn't crossing the ball enough. He wasn't going into the box for the headers. He was just like chilling on the outside of the box, trying to help the team. But he should have taken like that main star role and just played into it. And I feel like they could have maybe even gotten a result against Brazil if he.
Yeah. And honestly,
more
like
so,
this is
but-
what I was gonna say. They didn't show up for the first half, but then in the second half, like it's also because probably Brazil like went more easy on them. But for the second, South Korea started to play better, started to create some chances, man. If they like went onto the pitch the same way they went onto the pitch for the second half, they could have maybe had a chance.
I think it was against Uruguay that South Korea was like had so many chances last 20 minutes. And then they just bottled it.
Yes, it
Like
was.
they were absolutely going through them. But I think they still had a good tournament because they got through into the knockouts.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think bottom of good.
Bottom of good. Yeah.
Or like they were better than Venezuela though.
You mean Ecuador?
I mean, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. I'll give it to you because I did go through. Yeah.
All right, Spain.
Es hora de comer.
Where do we send these folks?
I think they were the most dominant in their group. Like, even though I think they drew to Germany, right? But I think they're the ones that played the best. But then they got stopped by fucking an amazing Morocco. It was on penalties, which is annoying. But the game was quite even. I think.
I think they go into mid. I don't think they're as fraudulent as these teams here. They got out of the groups and then they lost to the eventual semi-finalists. I don't know.
I would put them maybe bottom good. I think, like, you know, I was expecting them to go. I was expecting
they got knocked
them
out by Morocco. They got knocked out.
Yeah, but Morocco were a good one. They knocked out. Okay, put them top mid though. I think they've been better than Serbia. Yeah, they were better than Serbia and Costa Rica,
yeah,
bro.
Okay, Switzerland.
Oh,
our boy. I think mid.
Yeah,
I don't
Portugal.
think they played any good football.
Under Portugal. Actually, bro, I honestly whack them even like above Poland, between Brazil and Poland.
Above Poland. They got out of the groups, but
they didn't play well at all.
Football they were playing, and then they got smashed by Portugal.
Tunisia. Or Tunisia. I think they beat
Third,
Denmark, right?
I guess that's mid then.
They beat Denmark, to be fair, but I don't think they played. Where did we put Denmark? We put fraudulent. Okay, put them mid. Put them mid.
Above.
Yeah,
like
there is good. There is good. Uruguay,
I think
fraudulent.
I think fraud.
Fraud, for sure.
Maybe
fraudulent.
even. I think they have a better squad than Denmark.
Put them up. Yeah. Fair. I agree.
Bro, Nunes, Cavani, Suarez, they absolutely failed this World Cup. Absolutely. I don't know what happened, man. I just spy everywhere.
So much fraud. The US. What happened with the US? They got knocked out by Netherlands, and honestly, they played better than the Netherlands.
I think good.
I'd even put them under Netherlands. Yeah, exactly, under Netherlands. I agree with that, 100%. With a fullback like Serginho Dest, you know, playing for the greatest club on earth, it's gotta mean something, right? It's gotta mean something. Wales.
I think fraud. I did not like any single game that I watched. Against England, it was shit as well.
I agree.
They were shit.
Even though they were first time in the World Cup for 66 years and they were dog shit. I'd put them below Canada.
I agree. I think they played really shit.
Yeah.
We've been agreeing on too much shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then Argentina. Messi. Finally lifting the trophy. Under Morocco, though. Because Morocco are the real goats.
You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that.
Yeah, Argentina, they had the loss against Saudi Arabia, and then they absolutely outplayed every single team. They even outplayed Saudi Arabia, but they just got unlucky.
Yeah.
They outplayed every single team, and they got the World Cup delivered to Messi's hands.
They nearly threw a couple times, but
that's why they are certified C. Because every time like shit got real, they still stepped up and ended up winning.
Messi. And finally, the GOAT debate for the idiots is settled.
Yeah. Alright, so that's our World Cup tier list. What is yours? Do you agree or disagree with any of these opinions, suggestions? If you do, comment down below because we're really interested in your opinions. Like, subscribe, and peace out.